If I have ever learned something from movie crit, is that they'll definitely sometimes make some stuff up and they're pretty much stupid to the point that they'll literally spread misinformation. Now, don't get me wrong though, you are allowed to vent about them, of course, which I definitely have. I, of course, done it with movies like Weapons, of course. But, if you are gonna do it, at least have a good reason to do it and get out an explanation on why it feels that way. Otherwise, you're probably gonna be called an idiot, which that's especially the case with what I've seen. Because someone, specifically this one, that ranted on Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, which I actually recently watched, and I actually think it was actually pretty good. And I'll probably talk about Gabby's Dollhouse someday. But, even then, oh my god, you're basically just making yourself more cringy, I gotta say. Now, he's at least against shows rather get their franchise one, so I'll at least give him that. Even then, he's still not so good critic to me. He's probably kind of reminding me a lot more about Matt Ross, the same guy that made the worst movie review of 2025. I think this guy here may have made a review that literally comes in second place throughout the year. What do I mean by that? Well, let me just tell you something about why I don't personally do not like this review at all.
What DreamWorks should have made instead of this shit? They should have made Rise of the Guardians sequel, or I don't know, a Captain Underpants sequel or a Dogman sequel. But
I definitely do agree with you. DreamWorks should definitely do a sequel to Rise of the Guardians and Captain Underpants, since those movies are really great. As for Dogman, okay, chill out, bro. Literally, the Dogman movie just recently came out this year. It's too early to do a sequel, even when it comes in the same year. So, at least try to give it a chance, but, whatever. But, whatever, let's see what you're about to say, then.
Nope, we get this shit instead. Yep, I'm back gonna do it in another video, guys. And, oh boy, this is gonna be the biggest rant of 2025.
Right, even though it's only 5 minutes, if you really wanted to make it the biggest rant video, you could have at least made it more than 10 minutes, technically, because a 5 minute is not really considered a big rant video, just a normal rant video as usual, technically.
The biggest rant of the year has officially come, and it's Gabby's Dollhouse, or sorry, more like Gabby's Shithouse. House is officially the worst movie of the year, guys, yes.
Okay, at least it's your opinion, but at the same time, really? The worst movie of the year? When movies like Weapons literally exist. Okay, I don't want to sound like I'm an opinion basher, even though I am kind of wondering to see what this guy's taste in movies is like. But even then, come on, I'm pretty sure our movie isn't based off of preschool, so isn't really gonna be the worst movie review of 2020. Well, worst movie technically of 2025. I'm pretty sure there could be more worse, what I just said. Movies like Weapons literally exist,
Yes, guys, I take that even that shitty Snow White movie that came out this year, guys. I'm not even joking. Also, you're probably wondering, how the fuck did I even watch this when it's not in theaters yet or on streaming? Well, thanks to my friend Gwen the Cat. She provided me a link on Instagram so that I can go watch it. So thank you so much, Gwen the Cat. Everybody, huge shout out goes to Gwen the Cat for linking me to this god-awful movie. So
yeah, apparently, in case you guys didn't know, the Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, did end up getting leaked, and I gotta say, that is definitely crazy. I wonder how people are actually able to leak it, and I'm wondering how people, if they got an early screening time, it could be understandable, but, even then, how exactly is this even happening when the movie's not even out? It happened to the SpongeBob movies anyways, so, how is this happening more again?
Without further ado, let's get onto the rant start. Shall we? The Gabby Shithouse tells a story. even if there is a story. In fact, there's no story about Gabby going to her nanny's house, and then the dollhouse goes missing, and then the dollhouse got captured by this villain who I don't give a shit about, and then Gabby has to go and find it.
Awkward pacing, I gotta say. Also, what do you mean, oh, it's barely a story? You could at least go into depth on how it's not even a story. At least something like what Animat would, of course, do,
Find it in the city and blah 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 blah. Who even cares about the story anyway? The story is a big ripoff to the Shaun the Sheep movie, which is the Shaun the Sheep movie. It is 10 million times better than this fucking piece of shit, guys. Yes, it's like DreamWorks was trying to copy Argument.
Okay, it's been a while since I watched Shaun the Sheep the movie, but what exactly is this supposed to be? How exactly is Gabby's Dollhouse a ripoff to Shaun the Sheep the movie? like, you could at least go into depth on why it feels like, oh, it's trying to copy that Iron movie, literally. Look, it's been a while since I watched Son to see the movie, so, like, I'm not exactly sure. But, like, if it's gonna be a problem, this is basically a problem when it comes to some people that are gonna try to criticize movies. They go into detail on why it feels that way. Kind of reminds me of a bit how Royal Animation would literally, I don't know, basically not go into depth on why the characters would literally suck and not even understanding, especially claiming, oh, character is pointless. Cough, cough.
Aardman and put a big fuck you in front of Aardman. It's like they're saying like, hey, let's copy Aardman and Shaun the Sheep movie for our Gabby Dollhouse movie. So fuck you, Aardman. Yeah, which.
Hey, let's make a false copyright claim, and even if it was felt real, I got that. Yeah, that's basically what I could describe whatever you're trying to say, so you're trying to mock like this. Like, what exactly are you even talking about here? You're not even making any sense at the moment.
This is complete shit, if you ask me. There's not a single positive to be found about this completely disaster movie to be found. So the
Really? No positive? Because I'm pretty sure if I did not even like this movie based off a movie from a preschool show, I actually would at least come up with some positives, I bet. Because that's supposedly the case. I mean, you are talking to someone that likes preschool shows in general, so, like, not really a surprise. But, like, come on, are you sure? Like, if I did have to point out some negatives for me, I'll probably say, yeah, I mean, some of the stuff, I mean, parts and even some things. Actually, I can't think of that much negatives, I gotta say. Lol.
Characters, oh my gosh, the characters freaking suck in this movie. Like, they're so annoying. They're such bitches. And they're such jerk-offs, if you ask me. Like Gabby, she's a complete rip-off of Charlie from Hazbin Hotel. The nanny is a complete rip-off from Lucy's mom from the Owl House, and Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel, and the villain, her name is Vera.
So not only this person here is apparently trying to claim it's a reference to the Sonic Scene movie, but he's now comparing it to. I cannot believe how dumb this thing is. Like, what the heck is this guy even talking about here? Like, and how exactly? You could at least go into depth on why it feels like, oh, they're trying to copy whatever characters you're saying. Like, what the heck are you even talking about here?
I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention throughout this movie. She is a big ripoff from Vanellope from Hazbin Hotel. What the fuck?
Wait, did you just say you did not pay attention? Okay, yeah, sorry about that, but, like, I could just laugh. And literally, this is literally giving me Matt Walt vibes. You know, the same guy that literally also said, oh, I wasn't paying attention to the plot and the story of Sonic 3. And yeah, he's so crazy. And also, what kind of ripoff claim is that? Like, really? Look, I don't watch that much Hazbin Hotel, technically. But, like, the fact that you're making up these random claims, and you could at least, I don't know, go into depth on why it feels that way. Maybe I could at least understand what you're trying to say, at least.
Fuck you, DreamWorks, for ripping off Hazbin Hotel characters. Just fuck you, DreamWorks, for doing that. And the song.
I swear this guy's stupidity is literally starting to remind me of the two other movie critics I mentioned. And oh my god, I'm literally confused what this guy here is trying to say. You're basically showing me you have no clue what you're talking about right over here. Basically, I may as well just scream out of my lungs about you, since you're basically making yourself look like a fool, and probably even the entire circus, I would say, or probably even reminding me so much about how TJspiderversefan2008 and Fantastic One or Matt Lawson tried to create this nice thing.
The songs in this movie, oh my goodness, there are some of the worst songs I've ever listened to in my life. I mean, they're not as bad as the Troll movie songs, but forget it. The songs were so bad in this movie, especially the Skibbity Meow, which you're gonna have to drink 6 bottles of beer to get through that song. I guarantee you guys. And the writing is just shit. And
you could at least once again go into depth about this, literally, because you're basically making yourself look like a silly, goofy ass person, I gotta say. And, like, I'm literally questioning what this guy here is trying to say. Like, I know he's a Spider-Verse fan like me, but, like, even then, like, even I know that their fan bases are gonna have some bad people. Like, even hate bases from people that, you know, I, of course, don't like TJspiderversefan2008 2008. I think this is the first hater of TJspiderversefan2008 2008 that I am not released of at the moment.
And the dialogue's just shit, with like, the cupcake lady going, oops! Looks like I got my cakey, got bakey. Oh, the dialogue's just the worst. It's the worst. And the animation, my goodness, this doesn't even look like an animated movie going to the big screen. It looks like a Nick Jr. Yeah, sure. Everything.
I mean, it's literally based off of Nick Jr., so what do you expect? Okay, I'm confused. Is this not here? Does he not realize that Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, is literally based off a Nick Jr. show or not? Like, does he even know anything about Gabby's Dollhouse anyways? Like, I didn't know much about the franchise until I looked at the series, you know, this year. And also, I'm just gonna show you an image. Does it really look like it will come from a Nick Jr. show? I mean, it may have some elements about that, but like, I'm pretty sure it would still be suitable for a theatrical release anyways.
Cheap, lazy, and god awful. My eyes were wetting how bad and how god awful the enemy she looked in this movie. I mean, it's not as bad as Mega Man 2 or Food Fight, but for a theatrical movie, it is just as bad as it seems, guys. Yes.
Yeah, I'm totally sure it seems as bad, even though, like, it literally has effort into it. Like, I will agree, the animation's definitely not perfect, but, like, even then, I still think it's really good.
And I'm gonna spoil it because guess what? Nobody's gonna watch this shit.
Yeah, nobody except for Gabby's Dollhouse fans, which I'm technically one of them after I watched the series. Like, okay, whatever, you could have at least put it in a spoiler warning instead of just saying, oh, I'm just gonna spoil it because like, oh my goodness. But like, you're still basically making, you're basically making yourself look cringe. And this entire rant video, I gotta say, is definitely cringe, I gotta say.
At all. There is a yellow cat in the movie in which he wants to take over the dollhouse instead of Gabby, and then the villain in this movie, she doesn't actually become the villain. Well, yeah, great advertising you did there, DreamWorks. Great lying you did there. And instead, the yellow cat is the villain, and then instead the main villain teams up with Gabby, and then they had to stop like the yellow cat from taking over Gabby's dollhouse.
You're honestly doing a really terrible job explaining the plot, literally, really though.
Haha, spoiler it all for you because nobody's gonna watch this shit, as I told you. So, by far, this is the worst movie of the year, yes, it's
straight up dumb behavior, I gotta say. Like, again, fans of the franchise are literally gonna watch this. Like, what the heck, what do you even expect anyways? Like, I don't know how you're just desperate to even trying so hard to make DreamWorks look so bad when they made this movie. Like, it's literally a much more better movie than Megamind vs. the Doom Syndicate, literally.
And it's the third worst DreamWorks movie, along with Trolls Band Together and Mega Man vs. the Doom Syndicate.
Okay, at least you agree it's a better movie than Mega Man vs. Doom Syndicate. Like, put together. Like, I know that's supposed to piss off, you know, the guy that literally I just mentioned earlier. But don't worry, I'm a healthy Trolls fan, at least. You know, you don't have to brag about this. TJspiderversefan2008. But, like, even then, like, really? Oh well, I can just handle your opinion, I guess. But, like, you could at least explain why, though? Like, hopefully your reasons are actually valid.
And it is like the worst thing of 2025. So I give Gabby's shit house 0 stars out of 10. Fuck this movie.
And I'm giving your movie review a 0.5 out of 10. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty obvious this is definitely a really bad video. I mean, literally, he didn't even go in depth on what he has to say about Gabby's Dollhouse, and he even made some random false ripoff claims, and he doesn't even explain why it feels that way. He basically explained the movie a terrible way. Now, I know he has rights to have his own opinion, which is of course okay. I'm not gonna try to literally say, oh, start liking Gabby's Dollhouse the movie right now, even though I honestly think everybody should probably try to ease down. I mean, this is literally a movie based off of preschool, so for goodness sake. If you're gonna be like those generic-ass still animators, then really great to go. But like, whatever. But anyways, like, if you're at least gonna criticize this movie, at least have a good reason to. Like, I bet Advent will probably come up with better reasons if he ever does give it the Advent 2 of garbage, I bet. Whatever. Anyways, I'll just see if he's gonna respond to this video if he has no clue what he's talking about. So, bye.